All right then, so now let's go ahead and start writing the API code for publishing this topic. So in order to do that, right now we are inside this ID, right? So here we have the patch and delete API. Inside this folder, I'm going to create one more subfolder called activate or publish, something like that. In this case, I'm just going to keep it as activate. Then I'm going to create one more file over here called route.ts, right? Which is basically going to be that. Then I'm going to get inside over here. I'm just going to simply copy this patch, all the important statements, and I'm going to paste it over here straight away. So this is the way that you have to access the ID, which is perfectly fine. We have the user ID and we have the ID. If the not user ID, okay. So if the user ID needs to be the super admin for any kind of actions based on the topic, perfect. And I need to fetch the existing topic based on the ID, because if I don't have that specific topic, I need to return the user topic not found, right? Once I have all those things, this is the place where we need to do that updation. So I'm going to close this over here, right? So right after here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update. So let's say const updated topic is equals to await db dot topic dot update, open it, open the object where, which is going to be id, where the id is going to be number of id. That's the id that you need to supply. That's the condition which we are testing. Then I need to give the data, which data that we are planning to update. Data which we are planning to update is basically, let's open the schema, and this is the one, is published. I'm going to access that is published value. So I'm going to do the exact opposite of that existing data value. If the existing data topic ID does have published, then I need to unpublish it. If it is unpublished, then I need to publish it. So not existing topic dot is published. Whatever the existing topic is have, the boolean value have in that existing topic, I need to set the opposite of it. If it is true, set false, false, true, something like that, right? So now this is going to return that value, topic updated in the database, topic published, published, right? Perfectly fine. So this is that API it's going to be. Now all we have to do is we need to call this whenever I'm clicking that the button actions. So now all we have to do is to get into your client. Now here, yeah, here it is. So we have this topic action button. So click this. This is the place where we need to write the code for publishing it, and this is the place where we need to write the code for deleting it. So these are the two options, right? And I think we already do have the function for deleting it. Where it is, API route for deleting, we already do have here. See, for delete we already do have that, so we can write the both of them. Let me open this topic action, and I'm going to close all others, close others. Let me keep it clean so I can work on this alone. Okay, now let's get into the topic actions over here. So I'm gonna say try. Let me bring the try and catch statement, and inside over here, if there is any error is happening, I'm just going to send a toast message what particular error is being raised over here. So this is the toast message that we are planning to send, right? So then right after here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate the loading process. So set is publish loading into true, and right after this catch, finally I'm going to say set is publish loading as a false. Whether there is an error or it is successfully published, I need to change the loading state, right? Then right after here, I need to say const response is equals to await axios. We need to access the axios dot patch method. That's the patch method. So I need to call this particular API. Under the API folder, I have this topics. So let's say use the dynamic string literals. slash API slash topics slash, then right inside the topics, I need to supply the ID. This is the place where I need to supply the ID. So for that, I can use the ID prop, which we already do have. Then right after here, I need to call this specific folder called activate. So make sure that doesn't spell mistakes. So you don't have any spelling mistakes over there, right? So you need to supply the ID. So that is going to activate it. Then I need to refresh the router. So for that, I need the router instance router.refresh, because we need to see those changes instantly, right? So once it is successfully done, I just need to say it is published successfully. Okay, topic is now active or inactive, whatever it is. So you can say published, unpublished, something like this. So save these changes. This is that function is going to be is being refreshing now. So let me get back into the inspect elements, get into the network sections, keep everything empty. And now all I have to do is to click that publish action. Be sure, of course, I'm going to confirm it. It's triggering that API, activate. It is activated successfully. And you can see we are getting the written response data, title, description levels, keywords, and you can see the published status as true, which is perfect. That is what we needed, right? So let me close this. And we have to do one more thing, which is going to be set is publish open. That needs to be false. Okay. So now every time when right now it is published, if I click this unpublish, and if I click, and you can see we have the loading state, and there we go. The topic is now unpublished, and now if I wish to publish it one more time, we can see the loading state, and it is perfectly published now. This needs to be opposite. Unpublish. All right, so now we have that, and now all we have to do is to do the delete operation as well. As so just I'm going to copy it from here, and I'm going to paste it over here, right? But this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to update few informations over here. Instead of this, I'm just going to say simply topic has been deleted successfully, right? That's the thing. And in the error message we can keep it as it is, and this time instead of set is published, I'm just going to say set is delete open, delete loading, and here set is delete open false. All right, and we have to supply the ID, right? So I don't need to supply this, and here I just need to change this into delete. That's it. I don't have to do anything else. It will work perfectly, and I'm not going to capture the response because it is going to delete it. So let me check it out. Let me get back to the topics. I think we have only one topic over here, so let me create a new one. Let's give a topic name like sample books or something. Going to be basic, and let's create the topic. Topic has been created. Let me get into here, and here why the entire delete action is also disabled. Oh, wait a minute, just a moment. Here we are sending the disable. The disable button needs to be only for your publish actions. It should not be disabled for your deleting. Yeah, only for publish only it should. For publishing, user needs to fill all these details, but if they delete it, they don't need to fill the details. Let me check it out. Inspect the element. It. it, moment, triggering that, and it is saying topic has been deleted, and it's pushing the user to that very specific topic. Why is that happening? Once it has been deleted successfully, not supposed to push destructor. Not sure where we are making mistakes over here. I haven't redirected the user. How come redirecting the user to the okay, it should not refresh, it should redirect the user. Router dot push the user into slash dashboard slash topic, because it's trying to refresh it from the same page, because we are opening that particular page, right? We are in that particular page right now. You check it out, see dashboard slash topics number 4. And if I wish to delete it, if I delete it, it's just refreshing it, because currently we don't have any ID over there. It needs to push the user back to the topics page. If I delete this, once it's successfully been deleted, it needs to push back. Now it is working perfectly as it's right. So I need to do the same stuff for here. If I click this also, here also I need to do the same thing, which is going to be your cell actions. Mm, what is that? Yeah, here it is, the cell actions. On delete, this is the one. Okay, instead of this, okay, here it doesn't need to redirect, it just need to refresh it, which is going to work perfectly. All right, now everything is working perfectly as it's supposed to be. So we successfully finished the topic section, so let's move on to the next one.